Croeso and welcome to Cardiff Referee Society's training video on sin bins. The use of sin bins was introduced last season on a trial basis at Tier 4 and it will now be rolled out nationally to senior and grassroots football this year in Wales. The host of the presentation is Kevin Russell, who is one of our most experienced referees and has refereed at all levels of the game in Wales. Kevin is also the FAW's Referees Liaison Officer for all international games held in Wales.
Hello there, my name is Kevin Russell from the Football Association of Wales and South Wales FA referee. I'm going to talk to you about the new sin bins that are coming into operation grassroots level from the 1st of July 2024, last week. That's in your friendlies and for your league games. What leagues does it not include? Welsh Prem, Cymru North and South, Ardell, Adran, Women's Welsh Prem, FAW Academy Leagues, FAW Youth Leagues. They're not using sin bins. It's Tier 4 and above, so your Alliance League, Gwent County, Cardiff and District, Cardiff Combination will all be using sin bins. It's mandatory. It's changed. So, under 18s, under 19s will be using it. South Wales FA Youth League, Gwent County Youth League will be using the sin bins. Cup competitions, it's only the local area association cup competitions that will be using the sin bins. So not the Welsh Cup, not the trophy, not the FAW Youth Cup. It's only grassroots level. It's worked really well in the trial, so they're going to carry it on now into grassroots football. So sin bins, it's 10 minutes off the pitch for dissent. That dissent can be words or action. So if a player's got the ball and he throws the ball on the floor in disgust at your decision, 10 minutes in the sin bin. The sin bin, which is 10 minutes for a 90-minute game and 8 minutes for an 80-minute game or less. It doesn't go down as the less time is played. It's 8 minutes is the minimum. The sin bin starts when the player is off the pitch and you restart play. If there's any stoppages, then it's not included in his sin bin time. It's 10 minutes of playing time and he doesn't come back onto play until there is a break in play. So those 10 minutes can stretch to 12, 13, 14 minutes. The goalkeeper can be sin binned. And if the goalkeeper's off for 10 minutes, they can put a replacement player, outfield player in goal, or they can make another substitute to bring on a substitute goalkeeper. And then he comes back on after 10 minutes. That's highly unlikely. It's been very successful. The trial reduced 34% yellow cards, which is money saved for the clubs, and it's less grief for the referees, and everybody enjoys it that much more. So if you caution somebody for dissent in the 20th minute, and caution somebody else in the 22nd minute, it's straightforward, easy. It's a simple case of, at 30 minutes, one player comes on and 2 minutes later, the other one's coming on. If you do it to somebody in the 40th minute, he serves 5 minutes punishment, half time, and he's still got 5 minutes of the second half, so he doesn't come on until the 50th minute. If you to sin bin somebody in the 88th minute, he serves his 2 minutes. It's the end of the game. It's a cup match. You go to penalties. The sin bins is then finalised. It's finished. He can take part in the penalty procedure. You can only sin bin a player that is on the pitch. You cannot sin bin a coach. You cannot sin bin a substitute. You cannot sin bin a substituted player. They're not on the pitch. So they're straightforward yellow carded, as per normal that you would do. The technical area is the ideal place for him to go, but you cannot force him. If he wants to go off shopping for 10 minutes, let him go. He comes back from 10 minutes. If he wants to warm up, he can warm up. It's not an issue. You won't get hardly any grief because the manager and the other players in the bench area will be moaning at him or saying, what the hell's gone on? If a player does it enough times, he's not going to be a wanted player for their team. They'll get rid of him. It really, really does work. You should have very, very few problems. If you sin bin a player, it's a yellow card. If he then does a reckless tackle, that's 2 yellow cards. He's off. If you sin bin somebody in the first half and he sin bins again in the second half, he's off. It's 2 yellow cards. That's the major change. Before it would be 2 sin bins, and after 10 minutes of the second sin bin, they could make a substitution. It's all gone out the window now. He's off. 2 yellow cards, be it a sin bin or any other yellow card offence. 2 yellow cards is a red card, and he takes no further part in the game. It works really well. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me or your local refereeing officer. South Wales FA is Mikey Pedler. Gwent County is Mark Roberts. You can get in touch with Jack Ray at the Football Association of Wales, referees, recruitment and retention officer. It works really well. You have to use it. If I do it today, it makes your job next week easier. If you don't do it today and I turn up next week, it makes my job harder. You can explain to the clubs early in the season. You don't have to explain everything for 20 minutes. You just say, sin bin's an operation, any lip, and it's 10 minutes off the pitch. They get the message really, really quickly. Thanks very much for your time. Have a nice day.
Hope you found the video to be informative, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Hoi of our.